These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we write a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Willis rolling to his right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Colts at 1 and 10 now on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Third down, it's Willis. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Willis now off of play action. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
18, right here.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and goal from the 6.
Reed. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jakobi Meyers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get. and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Mitchell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They go play action with Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jordan Akins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Oh, heck yeah.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Willis. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And a nice spin into some open field. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Terry McLaurin, 69 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On 1st down, Willis. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Mitchell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. To throw on second is Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1st and 10, Willis. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hey, Smash.
On 2nd and 10, Willis. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play fake. Here's Willis. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Second down throw coming by Willis. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check mash, check mash.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mixon running wide side. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Great effort by Alex Singleton as he finishes that play off.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Willis slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Indy. 57 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they went with a fullback dive that time.
And, Brandon, when I was a kid, the fullback carried the ball equally as much as the running back, then known as the halfback. Nowadays, the fullback's job is to block. Put him out in front, let him clear a path.
They still have a couple more chances here from the 1. Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Third and goal, Willis.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Try the right side with Mitchell.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Watson on 1st down.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
From his own end zone, here's Willis.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Willis backed up to his own end zone on 3rd and long.
And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Velus Jones is intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Open man right side, Myers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From just shy of midfield, Willis. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
1st and 10, it's Willis.
He's got Njoku over the middle.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. An option handoff here to Mixon.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now Willis on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw is Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught at the 20.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, it's Watson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sammy Watkins from 13 yards out.
And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Santos now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Willis back to the air on 2nd down.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Drake Jackson.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check.
Willis to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Watson.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sammy Watkins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, nice move. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
On first down, Willis.
Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Willis. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to